this is more than a patch. This is a true add-on. Hello and welcome back to Triclaw Gaming with me, Fletcher, and today I'm going to be going over the things I am most looking forward to in the March 8th patch for Jurassic World Evolution 2. However, before we get into that, don't forget to like and comment with your thoughts, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing for more content from all of us at Triclaw Gaming. Right, onto this patch. And I am, for the first time, excited. I know, right? After all the pessimism I had at release. But this patch looks like it's going to be probably the best news I've heard about the game since release. Starting with the new dinosaurs that are being sold in the paid for section of the update, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the Camp Cretaceous show, so it doesn't really matter that much to me what they're adding in. That being said, the idea of having a glow-in-the-dark Parasaurolophus to represent a male in my herd does make me curious. I am also looking forward to having these differently modelled Ouranosaurus, since I was never a massive fan of Frontier's interpretation, which we had from Jurassic World Evolution 1 and was carried over to Jurassic World Evolution 2. I also think that the pricing is on point and in line with the Jurassic World Evolution 1 DLC, so I'm glad that Frontier is continuing with this. What is far more impressive and what has me excited is the huge amount of free content that we're all getting. When I heard about the patch, I expected a few things, maybe individual trees and maybe a few decorations. What I did not expect is so much free stuff being given to us which is not paywalled behind the Camp Cretaceous DLC. So let's go through some of the big points. The first big change the patch is bringing is that Sandbox mode is now actually going to be a sandbox. New players, and existing players who haven't unlocked everything yet, will now be able to build their parks with all the major unlocks. This means no more limitations and no more grind before you can enjoy Sandbox. This brings the game a lot closer to that holy grail of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis that certain fans would like the game to be. I admit, as someone who spent 2 weeks grinding stuff for Sandbox before I modded it, I'm a bit annoyed that this has come after it all, but I'm glad that new players will get to experience the game's content fully. It also returns Challenge Mode and Chaos Theory modes, two optional extras rather than a grind-filled necessity, which is quite important considering how much of a grind Challenge Mode can be at times. The extra settings for Sandbox also add a lot more replayability to the Sandbox mode beyond building our new parks, and give us the option to come up with our own situations and scenarios. Of course, the ability to remove scientists from being needed is the biggest improvement to this mode. Thank God they finally did that. The next big thing I'm excited for is the news on decorations and new buildings. 40 new building parts being added in 2 different areas. New signs, new planters, and finally some plaza-friendly fountains are all coming, and we got to see some images of the new parts and the returning structures. I can't wait to see the new Spinosaurus skeleton. The fountain image that we got is pretty impressive too. I love how heavy on plants it is with these embedded amber pieces within, and the same image shows the new signs which do look really cool. They remind me of the old 1980s movie posters in their style. And this brings us neatly onto placeable trees. At last! One thing I will say is that I'm disappointed that we're only getting 4 types of tree and that they'll be dependent on the biome. But some placeable trees, especially for those who are not using the massive mods that Kyodenic has made, it gives these players a lot more freedom with their park design. So something is better than nothing. Hopefully down the line we'll get more placeable trees. The addition of a first-person mode is not something that I was desperate for, but I can see it leading to the creation of some creepy videos of people wandering around their parks late at night with just the lights on and all the dinosaurs out. The final thing I'm really excited for is the Dinosaur Viewer that we're getting. At last, we will be able to see what our animals look like with certain skin combos without having to go on luck that they'll be nice. I can see it making it easier for those who make skin guides and such on YouTube and Steam. I also like the fact that we'll be able to play the animations and see what they look like in different era gradings. These sort of model galleries are something I love seeing in games, getting up close and personal to the work of the designers. Looking back at my first review of the game day one, there are many things that this patch is going to fix. fixing Sandbox, adding more decorations, improvements to gameplay in Sandbox, and improvements to how the vet system works, and a lot more that's going to be included in this particular patch. It's going to fix a lot of the criticisms I had on day one. Looking ahead to what I think they need to work on next after this patch is that we really do need something focusing on the behavior of the pterosaurs and the aquatic creatures. We need some new animations, especially for the aquatic creatures. They need some unique animations, and the lagoons desperately need some love. We need some new viewing structures. We need a tour that can be put inside them, for example. We need to be able to modify what they look like, for sure. So I would hope that the next patch we might have some more of that. But let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to mostly out of this free patch, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you've not done so already. Also, don't forget that we do now have a Discord for folks who want to hang out with us and talk day to day, as well as give us some new ideas for videos, and you'll find that linked in the description below. For now, I'll see you all next time, and goodbye.